This week on Kentucky Afield, there's a trick to catching big largemouth bass from farm ponds. We'll show you how we like to go about it.
Wow.
Next, it's hard to beat the relaxation of wade fishing, especially with a fly rod, and our state is full of opportunity.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Then, we're talking shotguns and turkey with Mr. Harold Knight. It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl. Yeah, boy.
That's a big rabbit.
Nice job. Yes! Yes! My first muskie. Mercy Leo!
Yeah, look at it, it's a keeper.
There it goes! Boom! Oh! Wow, that happened fast. Hello and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. Searching for a trophy largemouth bass should start in late winter and early spring. And a good place to start is on the north shore of a pond that gets a lot of sun. Feel that sunshine. It feels like it is the middle of the summer. But don't let it fool you. It's actually right in that time frame, into February, beginning of March. But I'll tell you what, if you're a largemouth bass fisherman, this is probably the best time of year to target a trophy fish. Now, I happen to be at a time where I've had 2 or 3 days where weather has been in the 60s. This is uncommonly warm. We've got a couple of really nice days. Today is day 3. Weather's gonna be almost 70 degrees today. This is perfect. Day 2 or 3, warm conditions, a lot of sun. Man, you get out to your local pond, this is when you catch a big fish. It's not about catching 10, 20, 30 fish today, it's about catching 1 or 2 big fish. That's the goal. This is really just it's an old cow pond that hadn't had cows in and around it in quite some time. But the way this pond is set up, it's got a dam side, a steep bank side, and then a side that's pretty shallow, right out on the edges. It's got a mud flat here. This time of year, it's all about finding that warm water. And when I say warm water, I mean 2 or 3 degrees warmer than the other side. And that's all it takes to get those fish to move from the deeper water to the more shallow water. This is also the north shore. So what that means is as the sun travels, this side is never shaded. It's getting full sun all day long. So we got a south wind blowing that air in this way. Everything is set up perfectly for this side to be a couple degrees warmer and hopefully holding those big fish. Take a couple more steps down. There's fish that took off right there, look. Wow. Look at these mud plumes that come out. Those are largemouth? Those are big ones. Those are big fish, whatever took off right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know what this is, but if it's a largemouth, it's a really, really good one. And I believe it is. Wow. This is why you get out early. When all your friends are telling you that their boat's not ready to go yet, you don't need a boat. Go hit a farm pond, walk around the bank, find the area that gets the most sun and is shallow. That's a plus 4 pound fish right there. Now, yeah, it's not the largest bass in the world, but I tell you what, that is a good, healthy, respectable bass right there, probably about a 4 pounder. Something tells me there's a lot more of these in here. I need to get this thing back in the water and get this line wet again. Come on, big girl. What a pretty fish. There she goes. Wind is blowing right here. Everything I know about fishing tells me they should be right here. Shallow, north bank, wind blown. There are thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of ponds just like this across the state of Kentucky. And I'll tell you what, for early season fishing, this is where it starts. This is just a little Cinco, and I literally have it with no weight, 0 weight whatsoever. Get their lips on one of these Cincos, they can't turn it down. The bait that looks like nothing, but works. Ooh. What about that? Oh my goodness. That was awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness sakes alive. That bass, I kept getting less and less weight because I'm getting a bunch of moss, and I'd pick that Cinco up and I'd let it drift. And I actually went down size in Cinco. I like throwing bigger baits this time of year to try to attract a bigger fish. I went down in weight, or took the weight completely off and went down in size, and I picked that bait up right around these little dark spots, and it came up and looked at it, and I saw the fish, and when it sucked that bait in, it was gone. It was gone. That's about another 4-pounder or so. Like I say, it's not a numbers game this time of year. It is really about taking a chance at catching the big fish. You gotta be patient. You gotta move that lure very, very slow. If you wanna catch big fish, get started early. And you may have to adjust your weight and your presentation, but man, how exciting can it be? Hey, that's 2 fish. I'd say both of them are 4-pound solid fish. Can't beat it, a lot of fun. Tell you what, late winter, early spring, you get a day. Super nice, especially 2 or 3 in a row. Be the first one out. Social media gets covered up with really big, large bass in February and March, and that's because that's the easiest time to catch a big fish. Now, it's not a good time to go catch 20, 30, 40 bass, but if you'll slow down, you may have to work with your weight and presentation. Oh, there he is. Oh, this is another good fish here. This is the time of year you can go out and catch your personal best largemouth bass. I tell you what, some of the largest fish I've ever caught have been in that February and March time frame. Lo and behold, these are the type of fish that are biting them today. It's a great time of year to catch your personal best.
So spring turkey hunting in Kentucky is pretty simple. It opens April 16th, Saturday, April 16th, and it runs through Sunday, May 8th. There is a 2-bird bag limit. Bearded birds only are legal. So it's gobblers or jakes or bearded hens. I think we're gonna have a good hunting season this spring. 2 years ago, we actually didn't have a great hatch, but the 2 years before that, we did. And so there should be birds that were hatched in 2018 and 2019. And then this past summer, we had a really good hatch as well. So there'll be a lot of jakes on the landscape. I'd say for the new hunter, it really helps to have a mentor. You know, it doesn't have to be someone who's hunted turkeys for a long time, but if they've got a little experience with it and been out there and had some success or made some mistakes, you know, that's good information. And most hunters nowadays are very willing to share their skill set because we want to recruit new hunters. Get your equipment squared away, pattern your shotgun, concentrate on getting that bird in as close as you can. If you can get that bird 40 yards or closer, that's what you really should shoot for. One thing that is new this year is we've begun a research study, and we have captured turkeys across the state and banded them. Any hunters that harvest a turkey with a metal leg band, follow the instructions on the band, go to our website or call. By them reporting that band they harvest, they're providing really important information. They're essentially allowing us to help estimate harvest rate or the pressure we're putting on the spring turkey population. So one way that hunters and really any citizen of the Commonwealth can help us monitor the turkey population is if they see turkeys that look sick, specifically turkeys that aren't acting normal. They're not afraid of people, they're not trying to get away when humans approach, or if they're covered with these nodules, wart-like growths on their head and neck, sometimes on their feet. We don't have any reason to suspect that there's a major disease moving through the population or even has, but there's always possibilities, and so we're on the lookout for those. So anyone who encounters those birds, any hunter that harvests a bird like that, we would really appreciate it if they would let us know. So they can go to our website, there's more information, or give us a call, and again, that just provides very valuable information to help monitor the population. The website has a lot of great information, gives you a rundown of the regulations. It also gives you more information, including a link for how to report your leg band if you were to harvest one of those that I mentioned earlier. And folks can always give us a call.
Have you ever considered fly fishing? Well, it may not be as difficult as you think, and Kentucky offers many streams and other locations to get started. Well, Bill, we're here today at Roundstone Creek. And what county are we in?
Hart
Hart
that
County?
right?
I think so. We're right here on the edge. We're doing one of your passions today, and it's something that I actually really enjoy to do, but I can't say I'm real proficient at it, and that's trout fishing.
Okay.
What type of trout are we likely to catch today?
Probably more likely to get rainbows, but we might pick up a brown.
Okay, so
that'd be awesome.
This is an area that they actually put both.
There
both
are
species.
rainbows and browns in here. Some of them, are recently stocked this year. Some of them may have been stocked last year or the year before.
So what you've got rigged up today, these are both your fly rods. You've got two different rigs here.
The one you're holding is a nymph rig.
Okay.
It's a little longer rod and a lighter rod because you might get a gigantic fish on here and you don't want it to break the line. So you want that rod to really give.
So this is a 3-weight rod, right?
Yes, sir.
3-weight rod. And this is a very common, you got two different flies. We got one at the bottom, one about 12, 13 inches up, and then up here we have a strike indicator.
The strike indicator is just a fly fisherman's fancy way of saying a bobber. Yeah. Okay.
I know you're really passionate about outdoors in the state of Kentucky.
I am.
I know you and I have bow hunted together.
We have.
I really enjoy getting out with someone that I know is as passionate as you are about the outdoors.
Thank you. And I hope we catch a fish. That'd be embarrassing if we didn't.
You know what? That'd just be bonus though, catching a fish. So, well, which way you want to start? You want to go upstream or downstream?
We're going to go upstream today if we can wade. The water's a little bit higher today, and hopefully, if you see my hat floating down the river, you'll know what happened.
Well, let's go. I'm going to follow you. You take me to wherever you want to get started, and we'll see what we can't make happen.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Okay, so let me give you a little casting lesson with this one. If you've ever watched The River Runs Through It, the movie with Brad Pitt, in the movie, Norman McLean calls it the Presbyterian method of fly casting.
Yes, I remember that.
His father was a Presbyterian minister. So anyway, it's a 4-count rhythm.
Okay.
If you're doing your typical back cast and forward cast, it's a 4-count rhythm, and 2 of those counts are pauses. And you got to pause at the back, and the reason you pause is to let that line load up in the back. Then you can just flick it forward. And every time you go forward, you let some line out. Now this time, roll it kind of out toward the middle a little more. All right, you can. Good, excellent, and then you're a pro.
It's something I have a lot of interest in. It's just something I was not exposed a whole lot to, which is crazy because a lot of people don't think of Kentucky as a fly fishing state. There's a lot of opportunities to fly fish in Kentucky, isn't there?
Kentucky's such a resource. I'm looking for a fly, it's called a mop fly. You know those mops that you wash your car with? Those mitts? You just take a piece of that and put it on a little jig hook. I'm surprised we haven't had any bites, to be honest with you.
I think maybe we should go back down closer to the bridge and give it a try there. What do you think?
That'll work, man. Okay, I got one, Chad.
All right. It's a rainbow, huh?
Yep.
Pretty good fish. That's probably what, 11, 12 inches long?
Yeah, it's 12.
Hey, move back down here closer to the deeper water, and this is where they look like they want to be.
Nice. Oh, that's great. I love it.
Look at that. We got him running and jumping.
Just work him over this way a little bit. There you go.
Another rainbow.
Pretty fish. Oop, there you go. Oh, a jumper. Bring it up.
Is there a fish on there?
Yeah, it's a rainbow. A little bit bigger. He was a fighting little booger, wasn't he?
So, Bill, I know that you've had a lot of jobs that allow you to be outdoors, haven't you?
I have.
Well, all of your adventures in the outdoors have also gotten to where now that you're retired, you really enjoy teaching this, fly fishing,
I do.
don't you?
I started a little outfit called Kentucky Wild, and I guide hunters and fishermen, but they're called fly fishing weekends, and what we do is several hours of classroom, and we go out and we learn to cast. That's on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we fish. The only thing you have to show up with is a fishing license.
So if you wanted to learn fly fishing, you can go online and go to your website.
KentuckyWildOutdoors.com. Particularly for beginners, I want the endeavor to pique their interest to the point where they want to do it some more. People think there's a big mystique involved in fly fishing. And there is, but there really isn't. It's really not that difficult. I mean, look, you're catching fish, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, Bill, I really appreciate you bringing me out here and letting me experience this, catching these trout. This has been a lot of fun. You're passionate about the outdoors, you're a writer, you love fly fishing. You're teaching fly fishing now.
I've had a blast today, and thank you, this has been fun.
No, it's been a blast.
Are you looking forward to turkey season? Well, a successful turkey hunt may not start in the field at all. It may start at the range, powdering your shotgun.
Well, Harold, turkey season is right around the corner.
That's right here on us, brother.
You know, the crazy thing about turkey hunting is it's changing every year, and it's changing fast. To keep up with all the new trends, you really got to spend a little time.
You know you do, and I try to read up on it and keep up with it, and I tell you what, it's a full-time job to do that now.
Absolutely. You know, we had you on a call-in show about 4 years ago, and you said something that at the time I remember thinking, that's pretty radical, and that was you were going to turkey hunt that year with a tungsten load shooting 9-shot.
That's correct, and I was amazed the difference between it and lead. And you got so many more shot, several hundred more.
Yeah.
And it is unreal what it do.
You said you're hunting with a 20 gauge this year. 12 gauge has been the standard.
You're right, I'm shooting a 20 gauge now over a 12.
Well, I happen to have bought a new 20 gauge this year, and I've bought a gun that I plan on using in the field for a whole range of outdoor recreation, from sporting clays to dove to rabbit to turkey. And I never thought I'd be making a transition to a 20 gauge. But let's gather up some ammo, and we came down here to talk turkey. We're also going to shoot some guns and pattern our turkey guns for this year. I want to learn a few things from you, and hopefully when I leave today, I feel confident that my gun is ready to go.
Good deal. All right, let's give it a shot right here and see where we're at.
So we want to fine tune it with the ammo you're going to shoot, but get on the paper and make sure you're getting close with your less expensive load.
That's right. Fire in the hole. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the spine and head there. But it looks like to me the pattern still is just a teeny bit low. And I think it might be just to the left just a little. We need to make just a little adjustment and shoot another shell. I'm gonna shoot a TSS this time.
Okay.
It's a tungsten shell, so you got a few more shots.
A few more shots.
Yeah, and I've adjusted my gun, so let's see what it does.
All right.
All right, fire in the hole. All right, let's go see where we're at. That's what I'm looking for. I want you to look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, in the red kill, not counting the other kills.
I believe that gun's ready to hunt.
That gun is ready. All right, let's try a longbeard, number 5 shot.
We'll show the exact same gun, same choke tube, with a lead shot, Longbeard XR.
Which is a great shell.
It's a great round. Let's just see what the difference is.
All right, let's see what this longbeard will do.
All right.
The wind blew it down there, walking up here, but that's a dead turkey. You can see we've got the gun right. Look at the pattern there.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I'm impressed with that.
But the difference is the amount of holes in there. These are 5 shot, a lot bigger shot, but they weigh the same. So the amount of energy that you've got here, not near as much as the tungsten shot that you put on there before.
I recommend that we bring this in to about 35 yards and shoot your gun and shoot with a regular shell and see where the pattern is.
All right, let's do that. I've never shot this gun through this turkey choke tube, so what we're gonna do is use this bigger target, and we're gonna see exactly where this thing is hitting. All right, fire in the hole.
You hit the bullseye, look here. That's as center as you can put one in that.
That's pretty lucky. Overall, I've got some shot above and below, but the majority of the shots are below it. It looks like it's a little bit low.
Let's put another target up and shoot a tungsten.
Okay.
Ooh-wee. What are you talking about?
I believe we're in good shape.
I believe you're in great shape.
If you look at the number of kill shots,
look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Very good.
All right, Harold, now this is the setup I've been using for quite a few years turkey hunting. All right, I got it. So this is my Winchester Super X2. This is really a duck gun, but I've got a turkey choke tube in it, and this is shooting Winchester longbeards. So 3.5-inch 5 shot. A lot more recoil, a lot more gun to haul around, but let's see what this does and then compare this to the 20 gauge TSS.
All right, if you've already killed turkeys this gun, so evidently it's
Should be on.
some.
Should be on,
Yeah.
We'll see.
Right. Very good.
This is a very good pattern. I mean, it's all pretty tight. This is the same distance, 20 gauge TSS with a True Lock choke tube. And this is the same gun I've had a lot of luck with hunting over the years. I believe I'm gonna start hauling less gun.
Case closed, my friend, there's the difference.
Well, Harold, I can't tell how much I appreciate you letting us come out here and shoot our guns today. I think we're both ready to hit the woods.
You know where your gun shoots now, Chad?
Yes, sir.
And you know, it's very, very important for a turkey hunter to shoot his gun before he goes turkey hunting.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I can only learn a few things about calling turkeys, maybe I'll fill my tags this year.
Oh, I bet you can call a turkey.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for having us down.
Yes, sir. Thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Here we have Case Gabbard with his first deer, a nice 7-pointer that he took while hunting with his pawpaw. Paxton Sapp knows where to go for some good fishing. That's a Finns Lake where he caught his first rainbow trout. Nice job. Here we have Brandon and Keith Horn, who killed these 2 gobblers on the opening morning of the 2021 turkey season. They wanted to dedicate this to their pawpaw, Troy. Here we have Braden Carpenter from Carlisle, Kentucky, who caught this beautiful white crappie while fishing with his dad. Check out this beautiful largemouth bass that was caught by Ethan Lawrence on Barren River Lake. This fish was caught in March of 2022. Nice job. The Opening weekend of spring turkey season is April 16th and 17th. I hope you're ready to hit the woods. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.